Hello everyone, hello ma'am. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Marchelyn Gabriella Simarmata dengan NIM belakang 651. And now I'm here wanna present my project observation report with the title is Family Law in Malaysia. So this is my PowerPoint and the first slide is about the introduction. So, family law in Malaysia is a branch of law that governs family relationships such as marriage, divorce, child custody, alimony, and property distribution. Malaysia has a unique legal system because it applies Sharia law for Muslims and civil law for non-Muslims. This report discusses the family law system in Malaysia, focusing on the differences of implementation and key aspects of family law for both groups of society. So next is about the systems. Malaysia has two family law systems. The first law system is Sharia law. This law applies specifically to Muslims and governs various aspects of family life based on Islamic principles. Sharia law is governed by state-level regulations, as each state in Malaysia has the authority to regulate its own Sharia laws. And the second is civil law. This law applies to non-Muslims and is regulated by federal legislation such as the Law Reform or Marriage and Divorce Act 1976, which serves as the foundation of family law for non-Muslims in Malaysia. Okay, next is about the key aspects of family law in Malaysia. So, the first is marriage. 1. For Muslims, marriage is governed by Sharia law and must fulfill conditions such as the presence of a wali or guardian, the over and acceptance or ijab kabul, dowry atau mas kawin, and witnesses. The marriage is registered as the Sharia court or the state's religious office. And the second, for non-Muslims, marriage must follow civil law and be registered at the Civil Marriage Registration Office. Non-Muslim marriages may involve either a civil ceremony or a religious one, depending on the couple's faith. And the second is divorce. For Muslims, divorce is regulated by the Sharia court through processes such as talak or divorce by the husband, fasak or annulment, or khuluk or divorce with compensation. The Sharia court also handles issues like alimony, child custody, and property division before finalizing the divorce. For non-Muslims, divorce is handled by the civil court under civil law. The couple must prove reasons for the divorce, such as irreconcilable difference, immoral conduct, or neglect. And the third is child custody. For Muslims, custody or hadhana is governed by Sharia law, where typically the mother is granted custody of younger children unless there are reasons not to. For non-Muslims, the civil court decides child custody based on the best interests of the child, considering the ability of both parents to care for the child. And the fourth is alimony and property division. Alimony, under Sharia law, a husband must provide alimony to his wife and children. After divorce, the wife may claim iddah or post-divorce maintenance and mut'ah or gifts. For non-Muslims, alimony obligations are decided by the civil court based on the circumstance. Property division in Sharia law, property acquired during the marriage or matrimonial property is divided fairly between the spouse. Non-Muslims couples' property division is also decided by the civil court based on equitable principles. That's about the key aspects, and next slide is about role of legal institutions. The first is Sharia courts handle all family-related legal matters involving Muslims, such as marriage, divorce, child custody, and alimony. The second is civil courts handle family law matters for non-Muslims according to federal legislation. And now let's next to the last slide. Is about the conclusion. So, family law in Malaysia reflects the country's cultural and religious diversity. The dual legal systems ensures that both Muslim and non-Muslim communities' family law needs are met according to the applicable law. However, challenges such as differing interpretations of Sharia law between states and the protection of women's rights continue to be significant issues. Through the roles of both Sharia and civil courts, Malaysia maintains a stable and just family law system for all its citizens. And then that's all about my presentation about family law in Malaysia. So thank you guys, and I hope you enjoy my video, and thank you Ma'am Windy. Bye bye.